Hello there! Thank you for clicking on this video. So today we're taking a look at another deck that I played during my live stream. While I was playing the Goblins deck, I ended up losing to a Giga Chad who played Leyline of the Guildpact on turn 0. Turn 2 played Bloom Tender, and then on turn 3 played Aurora Awakener, which let me read real quick. It's a 7 mana 7/7 with trample that says Vivid, when this creature enters, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X permanent cards, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Put any number of those permanent cards into the battlefield, then put the rest of the revealed cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. Well, with this, they ended up hitting Terror of the Peaks, Overlord of the Boiler Bilges, and a Tam Mindful First Year. Tam, another new card, is a 2 mana 2/2. Each other creature you control has hexproof from each of its colors, and then you can tap it. Target creature you control becomes all colors until end of turn. Yeah, so with that, they were able to win on turn 3, basically my turn 2. So I wanted to recreate that magic and decided to go for it. This is the final version of the deck that I came up with. The first game you'll see it in the video, but was a lot more simpler version of this. But overall, the whole idea is you want either Tam or Leyline of the Guildpact in your opening hand. Tam, because she could tap to make a creature all colors, essentially kind of does the same thing as Leyline of the Guildpact when Vivid is concerned, right? So we just have a bunch of technically 3 creatures that care about all the colors in your permanents, which is Bloom Tender. It taps for that many mana. So if you have all 5 colors, Bloom Tender taps for 5 mana. And then Aurora Awakener looks for 5 permanents. And then Wildvine Humbler costs 1 less for each color. So basically a 2 mana 6/5 with reach and trample. So it's pretty much a big dumb idiot, but for 2 mana, I feel like that's pretty good. And that's the whole idea. You just want to play Aurora Awakener as early as possible and hope to hit some of your big boys. I put Roxanne Starfall Savant in here as well for some more colors and ramp. I mean, technically there's only 2 colors in this whole entire deck unless you play Leyline of the Guildpact, or I guess 3 including Tam, Mindful First Year. But yeah, I have 3 Smuggler Surprise in here just in case you fill up your hand with a bunch of the big boys and you have a lot of mana to dump. Anyways, that's the idea. Oh, I got 2 copies of Formidable Speaker. It's a 3 mana 2/4. You can, when it enters, you can discard a card and then search for a creature and put it into your hand. This is just to, just in case you end up with a whole bunch of ways to ramp up and have all the colors, but none of your big boys. And yep, that's the deck. So without any further ado, let's just get to the games. Here we go. All right, craft all. 1 rare, 2 mythics. Sure, finish. This seems like a dumb deck. Can I? There we go. I'm gonna call this the Aurora combo. Okay. This looks pretty dumb, but we're gonna try it out. So here we go. I do think that this deck is just like 100% all in on the combo. So it's going to be all up to the RNG gods. If we can get the combo off at least once, then maybe. I believe the opponent that we faced actually had a couple more cards to go off on the combo with. But I made this deck really quickly and dumbly. I didn't think about it. Sure, we can keep this. We're actually going to... Yeah, I think we're just gonna do that. This is nowhere near the combo, but I'm hoping we can just find the pieces we need. Sorry, I had a little snack to eat while I was gone, and yeah. All right, let's see what we can do. I don't know what we're searching for, but I mean, I want the Awakener, but I'm nowhere near that much land. In this case, Badgermole Cub? Let's just get another Vibrance. Okay. Want to play 2 blue mana. They didn't counter my creature. I don't know what they're doing. They consult the stars for 2. And... Alright. Demolition Field. Evoke for double green. Now do they counter? Oh. It's asking me. Priority was on me. I didn't realize how this interacted. All right, which land do we want? I think I'm not going to play any more spells, so I'm just going to go with Commercial District. All right. I might have to, like, mulligan until I actually get the ley lines in the opening hand. I realize this deck doesn't really do anything without the ley lines. Yeah, there's just too many pieces to this combo, and and I'm just doing horribly. I don't get it. What is the opponent doing? Yeah, Virus doesn't really do much for me here, does it? Like, I could play the Formidable Speaker, but there's no real creatures I want to get. Yeah, this deck kind of sucks. I'm talking about my deck. Yeah, unless I magically have all the combo pieces in hand, it doesn't really do anything. So I definitely want to kind of rebuild this. And I want to hold Cavern of Souls until I'm kind of like ready. Do the combo or the combo. I might just concede this match and go on to the next one. Wanshi Tong, huh? Good against. Oh, I finally draw it. All right. I guess elemental. Okay, kill their Washi Tong. Attack in. That is now. Yeah, they're going to counter it. I'm pretty sure they're going to counter it, but that's, I don't know, okay, I guess. Okay, never mind. They don't counter it. I guess they could just destroy it, get lost it. They just meringue. I should have gotten a land with the Vibrance. I should have just played the Vibrance. Now that I think about it. Meringue River Region. Okay. I'm just gonna pass the turn. I mean, opponent has a full grip of cards. I do have enough mana if I do draw the Aurora to play it, but it could easily get countered. So I need another Vibrance. They're going to return my Leyline of Guildpact again. Or, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. 3 steps ahead, sure. Sure. Just doing the same thing over and over. I guess Meringue River Region in this deck would be kind of interesting. And pay with this. And then grab another Cavern of Souls. No attacks. They attack in for 12. Next turn. And how come we were playing like legit aggro deck and we go up against a combo deck that just has it all turn 1 or 3, I guess. And then I mean, granted, our deck is built very stupidly, but no. Druid. All right. There's a lot of weird things that could happen here. We'll name Druid, and we're just going to go for it. Unfortunately, it's only 2, but we'll probably just find 2 different lands. Are they trying to counter it? Oh. So now it's just 1 mana, or 1 color. Cool. And I mean, I think what we need to do is find a way to make this deck, oh, so, my God. All right, whatever, that's dumb. Yay. Yeah. So that was cool. All right, I have to stop the stream here now. But I will continue to record videos. All right, I am ready to continue losing rankings. Yeah, so I changed the deck around quite a bit. Try to make it a little bit more consistent, but it still like heavily relies on having the enchantment on turn 0. So you have to have it on your opening hand. But I added a couple more Vivid and Druids. There we go, Leyline. I added Roxanne. Unfortunately, I have the Leyline in my hand, but none of the ramp. Aside from Roxanne, but that's like turn 5. Oh, man. Okay, mulligan into... I'm just going to keep it. I think in this case, we dump Secluded Courtyard. Well, I don't think this is good. Right, Llanowar Elves. Yeah, so basically, with this deck, I'm just afraid I'm either going to draw all the payoffs and none of the ways to get it, or all the ways to ramp up and none of the payoffs. Where when I was test playing this, you know, before I started recording, that's basically what kept happening. I guess I'll play Tan Mindful first year and hope that the opponent lets me live. But this is where, like in this case, I don't even have the payoff or the ramp, right? Because I would need the Bloom Tender, and I still need the Aurora Awakener. I also added some Wildvine Pummelers, which are like, you could have a turn 2 6/5, but oops, wrong button. Yeah, so opponent is ramping out pretty crazy, and they might have another Ouroboros. Or a world, that's what it's called, Nature's Rhythm. Yeah, so I'm not dead yet, but there's no way I could win next turn, right? So, I mean, and this is also best of 1. I feel like this is kind of what happens in best of 1. You just lose on turn 2. All Right, so gotta have a good opening hand. The idea is at least try and get one game where I can combo off. Oh, I like having Smuggler's Surprise in here because since it's an instant, you know, Aurora Awakener doesn't hit it. And that might be something I should consider, is adding more instants and sorceries so that Aurora Awakener has, I guess, less cards to hit and a higher chance of hitting like the Haymakers. So this is just missing the Leyline, and I find if I don't have the Leyline, I don't have anything. Okay, here I have a turn 2 Pummeler, so I'll go with that. I also have Overlord of the Bilges. Might be better than Terror of the Peaks. All right, so turn 2, 6/5. Opponent plays Underground Mortuary, so having a turn 2, 6/5 might be pointless, you know, if they just remove it. But it seems like we're going up against Reanimator. And I mean, they just might have it. I'm just going to name Druid off of this. End the turn. Now, Smuggler's Surprise. I could give all my creatures indestructible. This is sacrifice. If you cast, player sacrifices all the creatures, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Do I care? I guess not. I'm just gonna do this now. Mill 4 cards. Could go for Vibrance. And another Cavern of Souls. Alright, so I'll attack. Put this on Elemental. Invoke this. Now, only problem would be is if the opponent mills over I forget the creature's name, but that the black creature from God, I'm drawing a blank, but the one that exiles a creature from the graveyard and makes it into, oh, there it is. Arden, whatever. Okay. So I guess we just all attack. Hopefully they let 2 damage in. Guess not. Do I care? Yeah, I guess like that. It's pretty unfortunate. Elemental Druid, so I'll have to name Horror. Druid. 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'm just going to have to hope for... creature with direct damage. No, never mind. They just get ordained to get life back. Yeah, I could see what's going to happen. But hopefully this shows how ridiculous it was that that opponent was able to get that like combo off on turn 3 and essentially just kill me before I had my third turn. It's just really good RNG on their part and really bad RNG on my part. You know, like I had a pretty fast deck and I still could not do it. Okay, so this, I'm gonna keep it. I could draw the Bloom Tender. I could also just not play anything until turn 3, play Formidable Speaker to get the Druid. But actually, I think I'm better off playing the first year and then Formidable Speaker and just dumping one other creature. Though I guess we're up against another ramp deck. At least they don't have, what's it called? Removal. So I guess there's no reason to play Tam. But if they remove the Leyline, I still have Tam to create all 5 colors. So next turn, Formidable Speaker, dumping Enduring Courage. Or I could dump the Stomping Ground. I could play Enduring Courage next turn. Depending on what the opponent does. Okay, so I think they have a bounce spell. I don't know. Like, playing Enduring Courage next turn allows me to make sure Bloom... But I guess it's the same as like play Bloom Tender next turn. It's just Rhythm for 2, so they're grabbing their combo piece. And they have 4 mana now. No attackers. All right. Where'd he go? Druid. Do you want to do another one for Druid? Giant. Just do it for Giant. I don't think so. Why wouldn't tap this? Tap this for... Yeah, I guess we tap it for Druid. I don't know. We're gonna pass a turn. We got a 6/5, so at least this will make it somewhat difficult for them to attack into. Maybe not. Okay, sure, why not? Just... God dang it, dude. God dang it. Alright. Well, at least we got 2 blockers. They're tapped out. We can block with Tam as well. So we can go here, here. Take 13. And Aurora Awakener has to pretty much do its thing, right? Okay, Enduring Courage is good. I mean, I guess we just put everything down, right? I don't know, elemental. Not elemental. Glimmer. Okay, here we go. This is what I was waiting for. Berserker. All right. And I'm just gonna, yeah. That's good. Yes. All right. So, was not turn 3 like that, like what happened to me, but oh my god. I don't know why I get so stressed out with this. Just trying to have fun, but there you go. The combo sometimes will go off if the opponent has no interaction. So I guess that's what it is. If you go up against an opponent with no interaction, and right now the meta, a lot of people are trying to get this like fast combo off. So I would say you have like a 50-50 chance of going up against a deck with no interaction. Then you might be able to pull off the combo, but even with that, you're still reliant on the Leyline of the Guildpact. And honestly, this deck is just, it's for fun. I would definitely say this is a best of 1 deck. There's probably some way to make this a little bit more consistent, or at least a little bit more where you're not reliant on the Leyline or the Guildpact. Probably remove this. This is just a bad card. And go for more like 2 to 3 color creatures and go like a 5 color good stuff type of deck. I don't know. So I might work on that, but I'm gonna leave this video with this game. Yeah, we pulled it off. We got a win. Yay. All right. If you stuck around this long, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video. So until then, have fun playing Magic. Take care. Bye.